And we've got another episode of Polite Talks with two guests today. I'd like to introduce my boy Matty Ice, coming all the way from Rocky over at Sunrun. You know it. We've got our main freaking guest, which happened to be Samuel fucking Maxwell.
Let's go, bro.
Over at the Cold Life, dude. How are we doing?
Great, bro. Blessed.
Dude, I literally flew over here to talk to you.
I know, dude. This is our first time meeting.
Yeah, I know.
Power of social media and mutual friends.
So the way that we actually met, obviously we have to give all props to Clayton Nelson, the freaking guy with golden retriever energy. Clayton, like absolutely contagious. I love the homie. He's absolutely killing it. And he has a lot of things that he wants to do. But funny enough, we were on an Instagram live. Yeah. And you happened to opt in. We're talking about entrepreneurship, and you just summoned in like a fucking wizard out of nowhere.
I was supporting Clayton, dude. I had to hop in for a second.
I love it, dude. Beautiful. You just appeared, and I just reached out to you, and I wanted this to happen, and I've been looking forward to it, dude. And like, I'm just like so amazed by what the fuck you've done.
I appreciate it, dude.
So just a little bit about the Cold Life. You could just give it a little introduction so everybody can know about it. Just like what it is, and then we'll go into like how it originated, how you even found it. What are all like obstacles you've gone to build something like this? But go ahead, man. Take the floor.
So we're a wellness brand that releases products all through the power of water. We're moving more into the filtered water space. We just launched a filtered shower head, which is the best one on the market. We go above and beyond on any product that we develop and sell. We develop the product. That's very important to emphasize. We don't white label existing products.
Nice.
And we started off the company as a just cold plunge company. And we wanted to expand our product line and not follow all the other cold plunge companies in the market, the few that are still around, and go to a sauna and other things like that. We wanted to really focus in our niche and make our own niche and be a leader in the space. So we decided to diversify into the filtered water space, and that's now one of our new focuses currently.
Hell yeah, dude. And you guys have like filtered shower heads, right?
Yeah.
So if I used one of those, I wouldn't probably have hair right now.
Give or take. I'm an honest man. I'm not saying that, it's going to help your hair come back. That'd be a great case study.
Yeah.
We can test that. But it helps get all the chlorine, PFAs, heavy metals, microplastics, all that
lead,
bad
right?
crap. Yes,
lead,
all that stuff makes your water softer. People's water is super hard. And additionally, people's water pressure is super bad. That's one of my biggest complaints. When I go somewhere, before I even rent a new apartment, I check the water pressure because I've made that mistake before. Moving in somewhere, moved on the top floor of a building. Water pressure was shit, rent was high, and I'm like, why in the world is water pressure so bad? They're like, oh, you're on the top floor, like the pressure is worse the higher you get. I'm like, what? That doesn't make any damn sense.
Right. Well.
So it solves all those problems. And our filter, we spent 6 months developing because we sell like science, we sell data, we sell results. That's what really separates us and also helps us charge a higher premium price point because people are willing to pay for premium products.
Right.
So that's what we're doing right now, and we're about to launch. Can't say every product, but we're about to launch 6 new filtered products over the next 18 months now.
Cool. Wow. And one of the biggest things that Cold Life is known for is the cold plunges, of course.
Yes, that has helped us establish our name, our reputation in the health and wellness space. We're known as a luxurious brand. Our cold plunges started off at about $7,000 to $8,000. We only had one type of cold plunge you could buy from us, which my vision was to create a human-sized Yeti cup. And that's what we accomplished to do. Took some time. Then after a year, we introduced a $4,000 cold plunge for more of like a beginner entry-level product that still came with the premium chiller. So you could start off with about 50% of the investment. And then once you got, used to the cold plunging and you got hooked onto it and you really saw the benefits, you can reward yourself and treat yourself to the premium one and just swap out the tubs and you already have the chiller.
Love it. Nice. So don't forget this, boys. We got the CMO and founder. So this guy's a big fucking deal. Okay? We gotta like hype it where it's due. And every pod I hop on, it like sounds like I'm glazing, but just because I'm genuinely like fucking like stoked to like be in your presence right now.
Let's go, bro.
And like again, the polite, like the channel, it's called Polite. Polite meaning is a person that's effortless, living by their nature and doing the thing that they want to fucking do, which I sense that is something that you're doing. Now, another big thing that I want to just bring light to is the fact that your item happens to be high ticket. And I believe to a certain degree that comes through how you live your life and how you see yourself, and that's manifested through the company that you happen to have.
Yeah.
And I feel like it vibrates right off of you.
100%. I like nice things. I can confess that. I mean, we all do.
100%.
But, we're both wearing nice kicks.
Hey.
These weren't cheap.
No, they were not.
I always like the best of the best.
Yeah.
And I've also learned through other businesses I've ran, I would rather sell to the higher income demographic and having a customer database of high income people is the best customer database and customer list you can acquire and have, compared to having a list of broke, cheap spenders, consumers, etc.
Yeah.
So through my entrepreneur e-commerce online business journey, I identified for the 4 first years I did e-com, drop shipping and all that, I was selling cheap, trendy BS products. Let's be real.
Was Jordan Welch any of your inspiration at all, or you don't even know who that is?
No, didn't even know who he is, to be honest with you. A guy in Atlanta where I went to high school. I dropped out of college. I was doing pressure washing since high school. I was always an entrepreneur. Started in blue collar. I came across the trend and rave of drop shipping because one of my friends from high school was doing like $1,000 a day.
Okay.
And nothing against him, but I was like, if this guy could do it, I could do it. Thought it was a pyramid scheme,
$4,000
scam.
a day.
Yeah, he was selling he was part of a course and all this shit.
Yeah.
And I was super like, I was very judgmental about like that whole industry. I was like, there's no fucking way some get rich quick scheme, and he's just making money referring people to the course. So I decided to hit up the guy that he bought the course from, who was in Atlanta, and I said, yo, your course is $300. I don't want to pay $300 for your course. I'll pay $400, an extra $100. I want to come learn from you face to face for a full weekend. I want you to help me find a product. I want you to help me build a website. I want to help me launch my first ad. And I want to see if this is fucking legit or not. That's what I did. And
How old are you at this point?
19.
19.
And
Young cat.
November 14th in 2018 is when I cashed up in that $400. I saw the screenshot.
Day
day.
before my birthday, homie.
Wow.
On November 15th.
It's a special day.
Just to paint the picture, right? So how old are you right now?
27.
27. How long you been doing Cold Life for?
4 years.
4 years. Okay, cool. So 19, keep going.
So 19, I got into drop shipping. Saw a lot of success out the gate. Keep in mind, I was pressure washing since I was 15. So 15 and 19, my source of income and how I made money was cleaning concrete, houses. I'm very ADHD, OCD. Like, I love that shit. I love getting dirty. I would just dip a can of
Knocking doors?
knocking doors, putting
wow.
door hanger flyers
Okay,
on them.
nice.
Door knocker right here.
Oh, I was a door knocker,
Speaker
dude.
of the language.
Yeah, I got my
Snap,
steps in,
snap.
dude.
Beautiful.
It taught me people skills. Like, I faced my fears. I would talk to anybody. Like, someone was running me off their property. I'd crack jokes out of it. Sometimes I convert them into a client.
Making something happen.
Being like, dude, I'm 16 years old. I ain't fucking robbing your house. I'm
Nothing to
here
lose.
to sell you on your nasty ass driveway.
Yeah.
So it taught me a lot of things like that. But 15 and 19, I did that. And then 19, I got into drop shipping. And I was making money off my cell phone, off my laptop, not having to get dirty, not having to be covered in bleach, not cleaning driveways, not driving a fucking trailer and all that shit.
Lovely.
And I did 15 grand in revenue my first 2 weeks. I profited like 3 grand. At the time, you could sell online businesses, like online drop shipping stores. There was like a marketplace on Shopify where you host your website. I flipped the store for an extra $1,300 in profit. So I made about $4,500, give or take, in profit in 2 weeks. That wasn't like crazy money to me because I was making good money pressure washing.
Sure.
But I felt like it was much easier, and the
Yeah.
dopamine hit I was getting of like cha-ching, 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 that dopamine hit of that
Yeah.
notification, you've all probably heard it or seen
100%,
videos of it.
100%.
I still have them on today.
Yeah.
It's the best, dude. It doesn't get old. But that dopamine hit, dude, like I have an addictive personality. Most entrepreneurs do. And I got this addictive, just rush high feeling of like, holy crap, I'm working smarter, not harder. Like,
Yeah.
I'm going to scale this shit to the moon. So I sold that store, took the profit, went and got a credit card. I always had good credit. And I went out and got a credit card, and I was like, now it's time to find the next thing. Everyone that I was watching and learning from, everyone in the community I was in, a few of them were selling knockoff AirPods. And come to find out, a year later, I was networking with a lot of high-level drop shippers, and they're like, oh, dude, I did millions on fake AirPods and blah, blah, blah. Like, everyone was selling the same shit. It was so easy back then. I did $100,000 in revenue my third month drop shipping.
Third month.
Keep in mind, in pressure washing, like I made good money, but like, sure, maybe the best month was like 10, 15, maybe at max 20K.
Right.
I saw $100,000 processed in my bank account in 30 days.
And how old?
I was 19.
That's insane.
And hold on, let's just put this in perspective. What year was this?
This was going into 2019.
This
Pre-COVID.
is yes, dude.
Yes,
this
bro.
is nutty.
This is
Fresh
where you
out of
could go
high
on
school.
canva.com and make a static still image ad that looked clip arty, looked like shit with no graphic design experience. Go run it as a $3 a day ad on Meta, and it prints.
You were doing it when there was like no blueprint.
No, bro. I mean, I got somewhat of a blueprint
Sure.
from the guy that gave me like the basic foundation,
Right,
but the
right.
truth is I surpassed him
Took it and ran.
and everybody else in the community within 60 days.
Do you feel like that's grit, or do you feel like it just clicked?
It's a mixture of both. I outworked everybody. Let's be clear. When I paid him $400 for him to teach me, I was addicted to Adderall, which we'll get into.
Yeah,
I love to talk about it. I was addicted to Adderall, addicted to uppers, all that shit. I went to his place in the city of Atlanta. He had a common workspace in like the lobby floor. It's a conference room. We probably started at 5 p.m. on Friday. He taught me from 5 p.m. to like 11 p.m. He went upstairs to go to sleep. I popped another Adderall. When he came back down at 8 a.m., I was still at the same chair. The next day, same thing. Didn't sleep. I didn't sleep for 2 days straight. I probably took 2 or 3 Adderall a day. Talk about grit and grind. I fucking was outworking everybody.
Yeah.
Was it healthy? Hell no.
Yeah.
But I'm determined, dude. I love making money. I love seeing the before and after. I love seeing progress and growth. And I was just determined to like get to the point. Like if this is really it, like let's see if it's legit. And it was my first time ever investing into knowledge and education and a new skill set.
Yeah.
So I was determined, dude. And as soon as that first notification came in, I mean, I got double the dosage on my Adderall. I was pulling all-nighters multiple times a week. I was opening up multiple stores at a time. Once I hit 100K, I was 19 at the time. I'm like, dude, like I'm about to become a millionaire.
You can't come back from that.
My head got huge, bro. My head got so big. Like I was trying to prove myself. I was a dropout, right? I went to college freshman year. My parents kicked me out at 18. I've been financially on my own. I've been supporting myself. There's all this judgment. I was growing up in a nice suburban area I grew up in a country club, like in high school. Like my dad worked his ass off and like he gave us everything we needed and provided, but I was a shithead kid, so I never got what everyone else got at my school. I had to earn it. I bought my first truck. I got sent to military school in high school in Virginia. Like, I was a shithead kid, and my dad was like, listen, you don't get a 3.0 GPA, you smoke weed, you don't have a goal, you don't have a plan, I'm not supporting you after 18. Legally, I don't have to fucking do anything.
Right.
And at the time, my ego and my ignorance, I was like, fuck you, I'm on my own. I was already making money. I had 10, 15, 20 grand saved. So at 18, when I went to college, I was the only kid in a house of 5 freshman year, paying my own rent. I was dealing with my friend's mom, my rent money. Got financial aid out for school at the community college I was at in Athens, Georgia. And then when I dropped out, all that judgment of like, oh, Sam Maxwell dropped out of school, blah, 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 blah. I'm telling people like I've been paying my own way. And people are behind my back talking about, your parents pay for your shit. You grew up in St. Marlowe Country Club and all this shit. So it was like I had to prove myself.
Just chip on your shoulder.
Yeah. So once I started making money, what did I do? I moved into a high rise in Atlanta, 19 years old. Rent was like $2,500 a month. Like I was balling, dude. I had to prove myself. I had to prove myself. I went to Icebox. You don't go to Icebox, bro, unless you are a rapper with big money and you're ready to literally get ripped off, right? Yeah. Like it's just the brand, bro. I went in there and dropped 12 grand, 15 grand on my dad's birthday. We were on talking terms for years, me and my dad and my parents in general, because I despised them. I blamed them. So as I started making money, dude, I was just so fucking horrible. I bought every Dunk, every Off-White shoe, and all the jewelry. I was going on vacations. I was going to West Coast, getting an Airbnb in the hills for $6 grand a week. Like just I'm talking just balling.
Yeah.
Bro. Just balling. So I did that for like 18 months, bro.
Yeah.
I was making more money than anybody that taught me.
It didn't stop at the 100 grand. Like you're like going up.
Oh, bro. But then the reality check, right? Life hit me. God slowed me down. Like I had 7 stores at once. Stripe started holding my money on one store. PayPal blocked me on another store. Shopify blocked me on another store. Out of nowhere, I'm just looking at the money coming in, looking at the notifications, and ignoring the actual margins, and didn't know anything about running a real business. I was used to just like, hey, $300 to pressure wash your driveway, get a check or get cash. It's 100% profit besides like paying someone $15 an hour and gas.
Right.
And everything kind of hit like rock bottom out of nowhere, where I was like, damn, like I'm way too above my head. Like I need to slow down. And I also realized I was teaching people. I was part of that course. I was making commission. I was the funnel. I was the seller because of my success. And I got mixed feelings about it. I was like, dude, this shit really isn't as easy as it's advertised. I'm guilty. I'm acting like it's really easy when in reality, I know I'm a good person deep down. My morals, I don't feel good promoting this. Like, yo, invest your last $500 into this course.
So you kind of became like a course seller, but like in person, sort of?
Yes, like I was a part of the community, the course that I paid for, but I started getting mixed feelings where I was like, this course actually didn't get me to where I'm at. The guy that's running the course taught me in person to help me get to where I was at, but also it was my grind, my grit, my determination, a little bit of luck. And then when things started hitting the fan, I was like, and I was at like rock bottom, and I had all this success and all this image of like successful ecom guy. It like hit me, and I was like, I don't feel good about what I'm associated with.
And how long was this generational run, by the way? Like
this was like 14 months probably. It felt like 2-3 years, but it wasn't as long as you would think. It was only like just over a year.
Okay.
Until everything hit the fan, bro.
Yeah.
So everything hit the fan, and I was just like, yo, like I'm done selling this course. Like I was making good money, but I was like, dude, like I haven't made it yet myself. So why am I out here trying to put everyone else on game? Most people, it was so easy then. They were seeing some success.
Sure.
But I was like, why the fuck is part of my focus helping other people? I need to focus on me.
Yeah.
I need to get there and then decide if I want to help people once I've made it. Once I'm on top. But I'm not on top. I got, 5-10 grand in shoes and some jewelry and, all these screenshots. But like I'm at rock bottom.
And this is the moment where like what happened? Like this is when you start getting closer to God. Like what's going on?
No, bro, that's not even until recently.
Oh shit! Okay,
I've always wanted to, but I always put that on the back burner.
Right.
I would say, I want God to be the center of my life and my business and blah blah blah. But I'd only speak and seek God when I needed Him, which is the wrong way to approach that relationship.
Oh yeah.
Which we can get into.
Yeah.
No, that was when I hit rock bottom. So what did I do? I went back to pressure washing. Got back on my feet.
So you dipped out of that life you were doing.
Bro, I've done that probably 4 to 5 times over the last 7-8 years on this journey. While building the cold life and we were out of money, I was pressure washing to keep things afloat.
Holy fuck.
So pressure washing's always been like my backup plan.
Yeah.
It's not the goal, but I know I know it. And my dad actually took over the business he helped me start in high school. My dad worked corporate, Morgan Stanley, was there almost 10 years of his last 10 years of his corporate career. Oh. Quit and took over the pressure washing business. He's like, you ain't taking it seriously enough. There's so much potential. I'm taking it over. So the problem is when I would go back to pressure washing, it wasn't mine. I was working for my dad.
Right.
Yeah.
And he wanted me to treat him like a boss, as I should have.
Right.
But my ego, father-son dynamic, we've had a long history and past together.
Yeah.
It's like, fuck this shit, dude. He's gonna pay you $30 an hour. What the fuck?
So cool, bro. So you basically have this generational run. You learn so much. You obviously understand the blueprint, and you're at a place where like I can fucking double down even further. For whatever happened, now you have to go back to the to do like the pressure washing stuff. So during this journey, where was the seed, or where was like this angel just appeared in your room saying cold life?
So a few years down this journey, I would pursue a new store or a new product. I'd see a little bit of success. Yes, there was several failures along the way, but I usually would start a few different products and stores at the same time, knowing one of the 3 are probably going to hit, and you get to the point pretty fast. I scaled a few drop shipping stores, and around year 3.5, I came across this 360 spinning photo booth, and it was high ticket. The average order value was like $3 to $4 grand. And I heard of somebody. It's all just like any business. You hear what's working and you replicate it and make your own twist to it. Right. In any business, with marketing, coming up with a new brand. You start a roofing company.
You take literally 1% of 100% market share. You're a fucking billionaire.
Exactly. Yep. Exactly. So I heard of this guy or whatever selling this photo booth product, and I looked up their site and I was like, there's like 3 competitors. I can come in here and beat them so much. I could do so much better than them on the ad side. Their website's shit. And I was like, let's give it a shot. I scaled that business from 0 to $1 million in sales in 94 days.
Sheesh!
Yeah.
3 months.
Talk about a dopamine hit. Now,
Yeah.
keep in mind, I was like 21, 22 at the time.
That is insane.
So I was still young, and the profit margin was like 30%. And me and my buddy Austin started that together. And me and Austin, he was one of the kids that, he was at Alabama. He was going to school at Alabama, and he would drive to Atlanta like every weekend for like a few months for me to teach him how to drop ship. So we kind of like started together. I was before him, and we started that business together, and we ran it up. We went to a 0 to $1 million, and then this is where I learned a lot in business. This is my first time having a business partner.
Yeah.
All the other stores I had myself.
Yeah.
Austin helped me a ton. He deserves all that credit, but I lost complete control. We were 50-50. Once we had hit $1 million in revenue in 94 days, my mindset was let's get this bitch to like 2-3 million, 6 months of consistency, a little bit of this, profitable, get the fuck out. Get the fuck out. Austin's like, nah, bro, we're scaling this motherfucker
To the moon?
10 million, 15 million.
There
Like,
it goes.
And that's where, and I remember I argued, I can't recall the whole
Who the fuck's
conversation.
buying this shit?
Bro, it was crazy, dude. It helped me with marketing with the cold life in a lot of ways, because this business model, this product, I would advertise as a side hustle. You can finance on Klarna this photo booth for as little as $100 to $200 a month, and you can go rent it out for $100 an hour. So I went to a local agency in Atlanta, spent the most money I ever had on like a huge batch of video ads and static ads and content. That lasted me for almost a full year, and it was just super high production, high quality videos of like, I bought this photo booth for $5,000 and I made my money back in 30 days. All you gotta do is find events, birthday parties, weddings, corporate events, etc. Go rent it out. If you're an existing DJ, wedding planner, event coordinator, add this to your fleet and watch the money just pour in.
And the people that are purchasing this, they can finance as well on your website.
Yes.
Sure. And they're paying the finance, whatever provider they have, they're paying you on in full, right? When they make the purchase.
So I get the money, and then that's how they make their profit off the interest and collect the monthly payment and all that shit. But yeah, I get paid out in full. The processing fee's pretty fat, but the margin was still phenomenal.
Right.
So when we scaled from 0 to $1 million, we were drop shipping it from China. And to be honest, it was the same as any other thing I'd ever done before. I tested one. It worked.
No China traveling. You didn't have to go out of the country.
Nope.
Nothing.
I just bought one from China, let it show up. I needed one to get content, and it worked. We just tested one. It worked. So I was like, fuck it. Let's scale this motherfucker to the moon.
Hell yeah.
So the guy's name's Austin, right?
Yeah.
So Austin now, he wants to blow it up to the moon. And what are you thinking right now?
I'm thinking like, I really don't want to, but like whatever. Like, I'm also a high roller, like gambling guy. Like, fuck it. I guess we're scaling it to the moon. But I tried. Like, I tried to say, like, let's get out of this thing. Because once we hit $1 million, what I'm getting at is the product we were drop shipping from China. We tested one, and I told you right before we launched, we tested one, and it worked.
Oh, I see.
Once we hit $1 million, multiple things started happening. Chargebacks. This was a sketchy, not high-income demographic. High-income people aren't buying a photo booth for a side hustle.
Right.
These are people trying to chase the American dream.
Entrepreneurs that want to fucking make it.
I mean, brother, you look up their addresses. They're in fucking outskirts of Birmingham, Alabama, in a double-wide trailer.
Yeah.
Like, I'm talking like
That's
very,
Alabama.
very... There's nothing wrong with those people, but I'm saying the people
I know
in
what
the
you're saying.
specific trailers that were buying our product were buying it off mamas, moms, uncles, cousins, sisters, friend at this school's credit card.
So for what you guys basically did is served its purpose. You guys need to fucking get the fuck out, and you identified this, and you're trying to tell them this.
Yes.
Okay.
And then and all these things started happening. So we started getting chargebacks. It wasn't because the product wasn't working at first. It was because it was a scheme. The people that were buying our product, the market type of people that were buying our product were schemers. They knew how to buy it off someone's credit card, receive the product, and then have the person's credit card they used in another state or whatever charge you back.
Okay.
I'm now out of pocket $4,000 for the chargeback, and I'm out of pocket $2,000 for how much it paid me to ship on the product.
Right.
I'm on $6,000.
Okay.
Like 10 of them came in. $60,000 gone. And I wasn't winning the chargebacks. I mean, it was a fucking nightmare. Then product started breaking.
Oh boy.
Now repairs. How the fuck do you deal with customer service on this motor broke? Hey China, can you air freight me a fucking motor? No. That's not efficient. So now we're like, all right, well the business definitely isn't sellable right now. Well, we got to find an American supplier. I had never sold anything online that was American manufactured.
Right.
We got so lucky and found one in Chino, California.
Wow.
Shout out Chino.
Shout out Chino, bro. We flew out there.
The Chinas.
Yeah.
We flew out there, bro, and the quality was phenomenal. They knew what the fuck they were doing. They already made them. The price was the same.
Oh wow.
No
And it was
kidding.
American made. They would ship them for us. They would help us with customer service. So once we switched manufacturers, our lives were a lot easier on the product being better quality.
Okay.
But the problems kept arising because of the audience that we were selling
Correct.
to.
Got it.
So we got to like $3 million in revenue our first year. And that was when, I'm actually making a reel about it right now. Like our best months, we were doing like $320K in revenue or profiting like 60, 70 grand. And then like months 13, 14, 15, the trend started dying. The demand wasn't there. Even the top competitor was selling their stuff for like 50% off, which is an indication like they're struggling. And the market just died. So we went to go sell that business, and it took us a very long time to sell that business because we're selling it when things are doing this.
Right.
We're in the red every month.
Right.
And as you're going through due diligence, the numbers keep getting worse. They're like,
Right.
hey, what's an update since we started due diligence 2 weeks ago? I'm like, oh, we lost another 14 grand. So, and the business had no cash in the bank. Like, it was a shit show. So we sold it for pennies on the dollar. So you could say that was an exit. It was. But I learned a lot from that. And that was when the cold life was born.
Yes, bro.
Because I'd sold high ticket, so I was like, I want to do this, but not to this type of
the right
demographic.
way.
Yes.
I experienced American manufacturing. I was like, that's the way to fucking go.
Yep.
And I also experienced, I liked high ticket, and there's a lot less competition,
Yep.
and you got to get creative with the marketing, but at the same time, you want to sell to the right audience. So I was like, how can I sell a premium product to like a premium audience? And the first thing that came to mind wasn't a cold plunge company. That business failed. Also at the time, was running 20 Amazon stores. All 20 of those were failing. Amazon changed their policies. Everything was hitting me at once. Went from making personally maybe 50 to 100 grand profit, take home myself a month for like 6 to 12 months straight, to like everything hitting the fan. I was at my warehouse in Alpharetta in Atlanta, 2-3 o'clock in the morning, watching Shark Tank Classic. Nice. On Adderall, smoking a joint to like calm my brain.
Fuck yeah, this guy.
And I was like, I was watching Shark Tank, and I heard my only competitor nowadays, and they're literally the only one left, they were on Shark Tank. And I watched their series and saw that they were selling these acrylic bathtubs for like $5,000. And they had done like 4, 5, 6 million in revenue in like a short period of time. And they closed a deal with one of the sharks. And
Who was the guy that got it? Mark?
No.
Mr. Excellence? I don't know if that's
No, it was the other guy.
Mr. Magnificent, right?
It was
Yeah.
it was Mr. Wonderful.
Mr. Wonderful.
It wasn't him though. It wasn't Damon John. It was the other guy,
was
Robert.
Kevin.
It was
Robert. Okay.
Yeah.
Robert.
Okay.
So Robert's supposedly the one that invested, but they ended up not closing the round, which happens with a lot of Shark Tank deals. But it wasn't that I was thinking about making a cold plunge company when I saw that video. I wasn't seeing the results and being like, oh, like I want to go start one. It was what fascinated me was I went on Google keywords to look up the search volume of cold plunges, and I saw the search volume for the word cold plunge and ice baths on Google was skyrocketing. So I was like, dang, a lot of people really are interested in cold plunges and ice baths. Like, why is this such a big like fad, like trend? And then some articles were showing up, and it was like, athletes, you hear about ice baths because of athletes, but it's not actually just for athletes. It's really good for dopamine. It's good for mental clarity. It's good for stress relief, all kinds of other shit. And I was like, damn, like mental clarity, energy, dopamine, like all things that I fucking love and that I know I need help with because I was addicted to Adderall. So I was like, fuck it, dude. You know what? Let's see if it's the placebo effect or not. Maybe cold plunging could help me.
Hop in
Yeah.
the cold
It
tub.
wasn't like I'm going to go start a cold plunge company. It was like, maybe it's going to help me. I bought an ice barrel, another cold plunge brand at the time. They were selling a plastic barrel for $1,200. That's all I could afford because I was broke. All my businesses were failing.
Fuck.
I couldn't afford their bathtub one for $5,000, but I looked it up. It was on Alibaba for like $2,000. I'm like, I'm not gonna fucking be a victim of.
Yeah.
I'm in this industry. I'm not gonna go buy a fucking drop shippy product.
Right.
Yeah.
Bought the ice bought the ice barrel. Bought ice every day for 30 days. Did it every day. And after 30 days, never went back to Adderall. Still to date.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah, quit Adderall completely.
So you cold plunge is like
tubbing
in your
helped you.
life.
Yeah, I'm a testimonial of the power of what cold water can do.
And that's so, dude.
Nice.
Hold on. Let's take it step by step. So like, as you were telling the story, I can kind of see how this thing was born. Right? It's like you already had grit. You had a lot of grit, and you were knocking doors, freaking doing the power wash and stuff. You get into this concept where you're literally investing yourself. Get into this concept where you're able to like receive that dopamine of being able to figure out this commerce stuff. So now you got that figured out. You're outworking your own mentor. Now you're getting to a place where you've risen all the way to the top. You've seen the top and you fell on your ass again, went back. And then after that, you found a higher ticket item.
Yeah.
With that higher ticket item, it changed your perspective about things. Now that happens, goes into another place. And now the thought process of like, I'm selling this higher ticket item, but it's going to the wrong demographic or like to the people who are ever buying it. And it's just making you slowly adjust to exactly what needs to happen, which equates to the cold life.
Yeah.
Which is like this high ticket luxury fucking cool ass thing that would be at a Lifetime or to be at like some high rise with a freaking house music playing with Rufus the Soul type shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like, okay, cool. So what was like the little things that you were doing that started the cold life? Because now you were going from selling another person product. Now you got to go make your own shit.
Yeah.
So now it's a different type of perspective. I'm sure like you always had that mindset that was probably peaking inside your chest or something like that, where like it was like, I'm selling another person's product. I can only imagine if I made my own shit.
Yeah, like own the IP, like it's my product. No one else can sell this. That's a flex of its own. Like I've always just been like my ego is kind of crushed. Like I kind of lost the ego of like I'm a drop shipper after a few years. I'm like everyone can do this. There's kids younger than me making more money than me doing it. Like it's not you're not also building an asset that has a ton of value to it because you don't own the IP of the product. Anybody that sees like you're branded $3 million in revenue, some VC firms like. We have hundreds of millions of dollars. Like we can go buy the manufacturing plant, make it cheaper, sell it cheaper than you, hire a marketing team and crush you. It's like, it's hard to really have, there are people out there that have sold drop shipping brands and they've made money, but a few $1 million and having a small exit really doesn't excite me, right? I want to make a lot of money and I want to build a fucking empire. And I knew in order for me to build an actual business that would have real value, I needed to fucking be unique and I needed to own the product. I've always wanted to have a patent on something. Yeah. So when a light bulb went off and after I did ice baths for 30 days and I quit Adderall and it changed my life. I mean, it was the worst addiction I possibly ever had. I mean, it made me, if I didn't have Adderall, I was a crackhead, dude. And we've all experienced kids our age that have that problem. It's so normalized in college. You buy it off friends to study and pull all-nighters. And, we all know those friends that lose their minds when they don't have it. I mean, I was the worst, like absolute worst.
Yeah, you probably thought you couldn't even do any of the things unless you were doing the
Bro, I was a prick too. My family, like they were scared to confess my problem. I would snap at them. I wouldn't give them the time of day. I wouldn't be present in the moment. All I thought about was making money and like, I don't have time for this. I don't have time for this. Like I gotta go back to work. It was so fucked. And it affected like my dating life. It affected like my business relationships. Like it's just, everything. It just didn't help anything in my life in a positive way. The system's fucked up. And one day I want to get on stage and talk about it. 100%. Every time I wanted to go get more, I go to the doctor and they're like, how you feeling? I'm like, it's kind of wearing off. Okay, here's 30 more pills. Instant releases, 15 milligrams. I mean, now I'm 19 years old sitting on 60 fucking pills of crack. Like,
Shout out
like
to the
just like that.
Right there. Shout out to the
I mean, the system's fucked up. Literally, bro. It's so fucked. And it's really messed up. And I was on it since I was like 14, 15 years old. It's not my parents' fault. It's what the doctor said I needed. And when I did that and I had that wake up call, I was like, holy shit. I didn't think I wanted to start a cold plunge company, but like now that it's changed my life for the first time in my life, I'm about to sell and start a company behind something that I actually believe in and have a passion for.
Right.
Nice.
And bonus, it changed my life. What else could I ask for? So I mentioned, I'm clearly not a lot of shit because I got to fucking explain this stuff in detail.
No, please, by me.
Yeah.
I said my photo booth business was failing in 20 Amazon stores.
Right.
Those 20 Amazon stores were investors that invested 30 to 50 grand each into a store. The projected ROI for them to make their money back based off how things looked at the time was 12 to 18 months. The first 3 to 6 months when they started, depending on how much money they gave me, they would keep all the profit. So if they gave me 30 grand, they keep all the profit the first 3 months. And then after month 3, month 4 going forward, I would take 50%.
Okay.
They did 40K, it was 40%. 4 months, they did 50K, they got 70% or whatever. You get the point. Well, what I'm about to get into is my current partner was one of our first investors. He gave me 50K, barely knew each other, took a leap, believed in the opportunity, gave us 50K, and he made 25 grand of his money back in like 6 months. Things were looking great. Things were looking great for everybody. And then boom, Amazon changes policies. I can't drop ship on Amazon anymore. It was a fucking great business model when it worked. Because I'm making, all of my investors know now, or we're good now. I could talk about it. I was making like 80 to 90% of the money they were giving me up front in profit. They gave me 50K, I'm profiting 40 plus. Why? I had a team of like 50 virtual assistants in the Philippines managing the entire store.
He had an army.
I paid them like a few $100 a month per store, and then I gave them a small percentage of my profit off each client. So I was like, hey, this client, here's $500 a month to manage them for the team, all the product sourcing, fulfillment, customer service. We're drop shipping, so we don't need a warehouse. A product sold, we buy it from like Walmart for $3, $4, $5 cheaper. Send it to this warehouse, they rebox it and send it out to the customer. A lot of people were doing it. So I'm saying I was printing, like I closed 20 people, 30, 50K. The margins were like that. So talk about cash. I mean, I bought a money counter, bro. Like, what am I, a fucking drug dealer? Like, I mean, I was printing. But then it all fucking failed. It all failed. And about half the people made their money back, but the other half didn't. And my current partner was one of those people. So he came to my warehouse to pick up a partial check to show I'm a good person. I wasn't going to fucking run. I wasn't going to say, fuck you. Contract fucking didn't promise shit. I don't owe you shit. And I'm smart. I know you're not going to fucking take me to court over 25 grand. It's going to cost you that much in fucking legal bills. That's what scammers do. Mm-hmm. I'm not a scammer. So I was like, fuck, dude. Like, I got to figure out how much money I have left and diversify it to all the people that are owed money. So he was owed $25K. Me and my other partner at the time wrote him a check for $25,000. I mean, we owed him $25,000. We wrote him a check for $12.5. So he's going to have 75% of his money back. Mm-hmm. He was coming by our office, like the third time I've ever met him, to pick up this check, which I did not want to give to him. It's like the last $12.5 grand I had in the bank.
Fuck.
And he saw the ice barrel bucket in the corner of my warehouse. And instead of it being like an unpleasant, like uncomfortable, like frustrating, sensitive conversation and meeting, it turns into, yo, what's that? I was like, it's a ice bath. He's like, it looks like a Jeffrey Dahmer fucking bucket. Like, the fuck?
It's gotten here.
He's like, and he like opens the lid. He's like, this water's fucking disgusting. He's like, you get in this every single fucking day? I'm like, yeah, I do. I mean, I don't give a fuck how nasty it is. Like, I feel fucking great. And I was like, don't worry. Like, I know I got to make everyone's money back, but I'm like, when I can, I'm going to start a fucking cold plunge company. That's what I want to do next. And he was like, listen, fuck the check. He's like, not fuck the check as in I'm not depositing it. But he's like, I don't give a fuck about this right now. Let's not talk about this. He's like, you have shown me what type of person you are, and that's the type of person I want to do business with. And I'm in a position in my life right now that I want to do something new. He's like, you have the e-com marketing background, which I don't have. I have more of the CEO. That's why you introduced me. I'm the CMO. He's the CEO. And he deserves to be. He handles all the more stressful shit, the finances, the operations, the money, the contracts, the legal shit. I mean, all the nitty gritty stuff. We joke. It's like, I got the fun job. I get to spend our money and make the company money. I get more of a dopamine hit. He deals with all the bullshit.
Right.
Praise Kyle for that. But that's how we met. That's how we met, bro. Well, and he became my partner because I knew I didn't have the money. I couldn't do it by myself. I never done it before. And he literally goes, bro, I know you're in a bad position right now. Get the fuck out of this mess. Whether it takes you a month, 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, 6 months, fucking get out of it. I need you. This was your idea. But I'm going to fucking quit as soon as possible what I'm doing right now, and I'm going to get started now. I just need to know right now if you're in. And I was like, fuck, dude, like, holy shit. I'm like, and I knew I didn't have any fucking money. I was like, all right, let's fucking do it. Next day, he's calling me. He's calling manufacturers. He's hiring engineers. He's getting renders on Fiverr for fucking $15 of like a Yeti cup as like a human sitting up. Yeah, because that was our idea.
Like different? Like, was this because you guys were always like taking a product that's already existent, purchasing and doing your thing, but like this is like a whole different concept. Yeah, he already knew what to do.
He didn't know what to do. He just fucking was relentless.
Just forcing it, just fucking going.
Bro, every day, dude. And we were on whiteboards drawing ideas. We're going to Dick's Sporting Goods and Academy, touching every fucking cup. Because that's when I told him, I was like, I ideally want to create a human-sized like Yeti cup.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's premium. It's powder-coated. You can make it any color. Like the lid, you can put the lid on it. It's going to look so sick. And like it has insulation and blah, blah, blah. You can customize it. And I was like, I really like the vertical. The barrel, because it's easier to breathe sitting upright, and I did research on it. There wasn't ChatGPT at the time. I was just doing research. Like, it's easier to breathe in water sitting upright versus laying down. Laying down's a natural, relaxing state as well. So I was like, dude, this is the only vertical one on the market. It's just a plastic fucking barrel with no chiller. You gotta buy ice, and it's just like boom, 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 light bulb, light bulb, light bulb. Like this is the plan. So it took me 3 or 4 months to get out of my mess. I'd meet up with him when I could to like get my 2 cents and to chime in. He owned it for the first few months. He cold called hundreds of manufacturers, and he ended up finding a manufacturer like 45 minutes like west of where we were in Atlanta, so it was local. And we got started on all of that. He threw in a lot more money. I earned mine with sweat equity, and the rest is history, dude. But it was crazy, bro. It was crazy because we're like, dude, we want to get patents on it. We got to design it. We never done it before. And the way we still communicate this today, like, dude, we're just building our story, bro. Every challenge, everything obstacle we have to go through, like every up and down, every closed door, every new open door, it's all part of the story. And the story of this company, dude, it's a podcast of its own. Like, it's fucking crazy what we have been through.
There's no way you don't believe that everything happens for a reason.
Right.
1,000%,
Bro, because you look at, like, here's the thing. I want to just say this, bro. Like, I'm pretty sure that you've kind of manifested this. I don't know if you saw this exact same thing, but it's just like, here's the thing. If me and you wanted to be rock stars right now, God's not just gonna, or the world is not just gonna just grant us just that one hit song. No, it's gonna be something where we want to be fucking rock stars. We like music, so we go down to we just go to maybe Guitar Center. You pick up a ukulele that's cheap. I go and pick up like a nice vinyl. We go back to the house, listen to the vinyl. Now we start to like this type of sound. We go to the freaking cash register, dude's a drummer. Now we're trying to start a band. Boom, we figure out this drummer's not that cool. Boom, now we figure out this sound. And everything starts to go into this direction of what it's meant to be. And like hearing your story, bro, it's like going up, coming down, coming up, coming down. This happens. And it's just kind of wild. Like, I don't know if there was times where you're like so far on the ground and you're like, why me? But it's literally just a fucking process, bro.
I haven't actually publicly talked about this before. I'll give you the honors for me to spill these beans on a podcast.
Wow, on the polite talk, let's get it.
This is some real shit. Like, this is some real, like, really hard mental, like, friendship, partnership shit that I went through while building the cold life. I purposely have only been talking about my one and current business partner, Kyle. Yeah. Outside of Gary Brecka, Mark Wahlberg, and our investor. It's now a team of 5 of us on our equity cap table.
Wow.
Yeah, that's the whole other thing we can talk about.
But we'll get into that more, yeah.
Yes.
But I started this company. I mentioned the Amazon business. My current partner was an investor in that. I said I had a partner on the Amazon business. I did. Best friend. To date. I mean, I don't have anything bad to say about him. He's a brother to me, a few years older. He's close with his wife, his kid. Our parents were friends. He helped me a ton. He deserves that credit. He just didn't have the same skill set, which is why he approached me to partner up. He's like, hey, I have the funds, which you don't have, which is fine. You're going through a lot. I want to team up together and get a warehouse and build like a Rob Deerdeck fantasy factory, fucking dope office lab. And we always been boys. We weren't like day ones, but we always really got along. We both came from blue collar. He's like a very talented, like blue collar contractor, can build anything type of guy. And he had a good amount of money. He's like, bro, let's team up 50-50. I'll front any cash we need. Well, I helped him get an Amazon store. It ripped. And that was when the light bulb went off for that business. I was like, yo, let's go start other Amazon stores. I got the ecom background. I got millions of dollars. I can show my credibility. Let's use our resources and go fucking replicate what I did for you in your Amazon store. He's like, let's do it. He actually ended up closing my current partner. He knew his brother, who's an attorney, my partner, Kyle. That was one of a few deals he closed. I closed probably 10 to 15. He helped on some, but I definitely did close a lot of them. We split everything 50-50, keep in mind. He knows nothing about ecom, but he helped me in a hard situation. He fronted all the cash and did a lot of things, which deserved a lot of credit. But while running that business, when things hit the fan, who had to step up on all the hard conversations? They want to talk to Sam. Sam's the ecom guy. Sam's the guy's results that sold me. What the fuck's going on, Sam? So I was the one getting the pressure of the calls for months. He wasn't doing shit. Now, granted, I wouldn't have wanted him to handle those calls because he wouldn't have handled them well because he doesn't know what the fuck to say because he doesn't have the experience. But keep in mind, we split everything 50-50.
Yeah.
I made him a few $100,000, give or take, in profit. And we lived a fucking dope life. I mean, we were living it up, bro. We were living it up. We'd go to the lake to ride his jet skis at lunchtime. Like, we were fucking living it up. And it was dope, bro. Our fucking warehouse, like, it was sick. But when everything hit the fan, I low-key had some mixed feelings about, like, bro, he's not carrying his weight. Like, we split everything 50-50, and, like, I'm the one fucking battling with all this stress. But he's a brother, dude. So when we started the cold life, at first he wasn't going to be a part of it, and he was like, yo, like, I want in. And like I said, he's got money, which I didn't have. And he was like, yo, bro, like, me and Kyle will throw in the cash, most of the cash. Like, this is your idea. You're the brains. You earn the sweat equity. So we gave him a piece of the pie. He threw in a lot of money. Like, he didn't throw in a little bit of money. But after about a year of starting the cold life, we identified he wasn't carrying his weight. He was dead weight. And I ignored it, just like I ignored the Amazon stuff. Because he's a boy. He's my brother. I mean, I moved up north in Georgia, partly lived closer to him. I hung out with him every day. And Kyle, thank God he was a part of the picture because he brought in a different pair of lens. he had to have a conversation with me, and he was like, hey, bro, you know, we're a few $100,000 in debt. When we started the company, we went a few $100,000 in debt. That's why we had to go raise money. He's like, listen, bro, Alex needs to get out of the company. His name was Alex. He's like, and I was like, are you serious? He's like, just let me explain for a second. I know he's your best fucking friend. He's like, let me explain. You know, he's not doing this. You know, he's got a kid. He's got a side Christmas light business. Like, you know, he's looking at stocks every day. He's obsessed with crypto. Like, his head's in a different space. We might have to move to Miami. You know, he's got family. He doesn't want to leave here. Like, we've kind of teased that. And, like, we both know, and he's not going to want to, and he shouldn't have to move his family. All his family's here. And he just isn't really carrying his weight. His equity, we need that shit back to go raise money. Or we're not going to be able to raise money. We need that equity. We need to free that up. I mean, Kyle were really putting in the work. He helped at the beginning a good amount, but slowly he stopped doing it. And Kyle was like, you know, not being a dick, but we could also go hire somebody for 50, 60, 70 grand a year to do what he is partly doing. And they do it full time because it's not their business. There's no ego. They're
and
an employee.
10x better.
Yeah. They're an employee. And we had to have a hard conversation. And I had to sit on it for a while, dude. And I was scared. I was like, bro, I do not want to do this. Like, I don't want to fucking lose him as a friend. Like, putting myself in his shoes. Completely blindsided, bro. Like, this conversation. Like, he wasn't expecting it. Because he trusted me. I had to sit him down. And Kyle kind of ran the conversation. He was like, Alex, like, we need you to step away from the cold life. And keep in mind, all of his money was gone. All of Kyle's money was gone. And the business was of hundreds of thousands of dollars in debt. It's like, well, what about my fucking money? Obviously, there's a lot of emotions, frustration, anger, testosterone. And we were like, we're going to let you keep your equity until we raise money. The second we raise the money, you're going to sign over your equity, but you don't have to do that until you get paid. We need to go raise money. And if you don't do this, like, the businesses are going to make it, and you're going to be out of pocket a lot of money. So you want to make your money back and a little bit of interest, or you want to potentially risk not making any of that money back. And he had to have a lot of hard conversations, and he argued to keep equity and all kinds of stuff, and we didn't give, or like we needed it all back. We made it a verbal agreement, and when we do sell the company, if we sell for a lot of money, we'll both give you a good check as, you know, good faith and being good people that you were an original founder.
Wow.
Nice.
But, you know, I lost him as a friend, bro. Like, I haven't talked to him in probably a year. Like, my parents ran into him like a month ago. They told me, like, a winery with his wife. Like,
Okay.
I still miss him, bro. Like, he's a brother of mine. Like, straight up.
You guys are boys.
I've been through a lot, dude. But I mean, all of his friends hated me. His parents hated me. Like, you know, he fucking had all this anger. My mom felt uncomfortable going to the grocery store, and we shared the same store as a family. I mean, for a few months, like, I owed this guy, you know, give or take 100, 200 grand. And I kicked him out of a company that he helped start. So, like, that's what's going around. I'm dealing with that, bro. While the company's barely making it, I'm trying to go raise money for a company that's few $100,000 in debt, trying to argue it's worth $8 to $10 million. And we ended up raising the money, and we paid him his money back plus 20% interest. So it's not like he didn't make something.
Good.
We took care of him, and he freed up his equity, and obviously ever since then we haven't talked. But talk about fucking emotions and like some real hard shit and tears and stress.
Yeah.
And, you know, his friends were fucking verbally like kind of attacking me, you know, like, I mean, I don't blame them. They're defending their friend, but my ego is also like, you guys are fucking older than me. You're his age. You guys kiss his ass, milk off him. I fucking made your friend fucking a few $100 grand. I never fucked him over. I'm going to pay him back. Fuck you. If you're in my position, you would have fucking felt the same way, but you're a little bitch. That was my anger, because I'm like, fuck you. You're almost 30. You fucking reek off him.
Yeah.
He fucking takes care of his whole fucking squad. He's a good person. He knows it too. We had a lot of conversations about it when we were boys. And I'm a younger kid that kind of like stole their best friend. He partnered with me. We're homies. You know, all this stuff. We're making all this money together. But then when I fucked him over, in their eyes, they're like, fuck that kid. Like, now we have our chance to like hate on Sam.
Yeah.
They came after me. Some of them did, like verbally.
Wow, no kidding.
So I wasn't wanting to go out. Like, I don't want fucking confrontation. I'm also
Right.
Sure.
dealing with all this shit.
All this stuff going on.
And I'm broke, bro. I have no money.
Right.
And I just lost my best friend. So when we raised the money, dude, like the first thing we did was pay him back. The first thing we did, as soon as the money hit, we sent him a wire. And that shit felt so good because I'm a good person.
Yes.
I'm a good person. But as soon as we raised the money, which we raised 7 figures of funding,
Nice.
not like millions and millions and millions of dollars, but we
Sure.
raised a few million. a few $100,000 of that money instantly had to go to debt. And then as soon as that hit, it was a marathon.
After that, just straight fucking
move to Miami, be close to the manufacturing, get a fucking warehouse, grow the team. Let's fucking scale. Let's fucking go.
The thing is, it's not like you're a bad person. It's just like you're a good person, but the process of winning is fucking ugly, dude.
It's ugly, but also sometimes those hard situations, like Kyle, word for word, said to him face to face, man to man, I hope one day you can come to me and thank me for this, because this is going to end up being one of the best things that happened to you, because you're now going to go find what your true purpose is.
Yes.
And we both know it. You're going to fucking kill it.
Yes.
Wow. We knew what he came from blue collar, and he wanted to try to make I feel like the cooler, like smarter money business way. Mm-hmm. But he knows what he's good at. It's blue collar shit, bro. Yeah. He's a fucking killer. And right now, from what I can see and what I've heard, he's fucking killing it. He's building pools, fucking renovating basements, building all kinds of shit.
Yeah.
Making probably today more money than me and Kyle. We still haven't made shit. All the money goes back into the business. We're not going to make money until we sell the company.
Yes.
So in my eyes, I'm like, deep down, ego guy, testosterone, like, sure, he probably won't ever say, like, thank you.
Yes.
I don't blame him for saying thank you. But at the same time, like, I hope deep down, like, he's kind of realizes, like, it is a blessing that it happened.
Yes. It's crazy, it's the fact that you guys were able to have that tough conversation, like, let him know what the fuck time it is. And you guys were able to identify that this wasn't for him. Because sometimes, as I was telling Maddie, I saw on this on the yacht that we didn't record a freaking pod on, is that sometimes lizards, if they double down on being a lizard, they'll be the best fucking lizard ever. And a gazelle goes the same way. But the problem is sometimes gazelles want to be fucking lizards.
Yeah.
And you'll find that when a fucking lizard is being a lizard, he'll do the work that it'll take 10 years for the gazelle to do if you're trying to act like this person in like a day. Just fucking speed rolling shit, like all natural, because you're living by your spirit.
Yeah.
The reason why you've gone everything that's just all this, like this heroic journey, is because not only are you living by your fucking, like your spirit and what you're meant to do, you're obsessed with winning.
Yeah.
Like you just like the Michael Jordan of the fucking cold plunge industry, brother. Holy shit, dude. That's insane, bro.
Yeah.
This is crazy.
But the thing is, like, everything that, obviously, like what I just shared, like, I believe God put me on this planet to be an inspiring, influential, like, motivating person. And I truly believe in transparency being one of the most powerful fucking traits you can have as a human being. I've been through it, bro. Why not fucking share it? You never know. One out of how many people listen to this podcast, they're in the same position in their business. They're partnered with their fucking best friend. They deep down have all these emotions and grudges, and they're like, fuck this guy, but I love him. I don't know what to do. And they've possibly been dragging their feet for months, years. I mean, we did for months on the situation, right? So for me, I've realized too, like, one of my biggest powers is I have a big mouth and I like to talk. Sometimes that's a disadvantage where I talk and overshare, and I've naturally gotten better at that, being around more high caliber people and having fucking an investor and being a part of celebrities are my partners and like doing real business. Like that's also that I own a real business now. I own like a fucking drop shippy product. Like I own a fucking 8,000 square foot warehouse with $1 million plus a product in it right now if we pulled there. Like it's legit. 20 full-time people. Like it's a fucking real deal.
Yeah.
I gotta watch what I say, but I know like the voice and the mouth that I have that God blessed me with. Like I every day am building my story, and I've always since day one on this journey have wanted to be somebody that can be influential enough to get on a fucking stage or a podcast and influence people. That's why I'm blessed to be on like a podcast. Like I never say fucking no, bro.
Yeah.
Because I love to share my story. I'm still building it every fucking day. Today has been a bad day. I'll fucking say it. Sales are bad. Last month it was bad. We lost 6 figures last month, brother.
Bless. 6
figures. Are we in the position to lose 6 figures? No. I'm still fucking here.
It's cost of winning.
Bro, winning is not fucking easy, dude.
No, it's not.
Big winning is not easy. Small wins, easy.
And this is why I like this, bro. Like it's not, again, not everybody's going to go do exactly what you're doing or want to do like drop shipping, but it's just like, it's just really relatable. Like you like the way that you describe your story is like just a fucking regular kid out in fucking Georgia that's just knocking doors doing power washing with this fucking want of doing it. But it's just like, I can guarantee you, dude, like if you have shared some of the things when you were younger, like I'm gonna go do this, like a lot of people would have probably talked you out of it. But it's like this big fucking alert in your chest to just go do this specific thing and just following that intuition, which is so fucking admirable, bro.
Yeah.
Because again, like for me, like my main mission, which is why we even are on here on Polite happens to will be the future of indie films, and I know that for a fact. And it's just for the journey of how it's going. Like I can talk all about it, and it would sound very similar to your story of how it goes, push and pull, push and pull, push and pull, and it leads to this specific thing. But now we've heard about like just the absolute grunge and just like trying to fucking get through the damn closet and all this different stuff. Now we have the fruits of our labor. Now Cole, like now we're at the point where we're watching like what's the movie with is it Apple? Is it Apple? Yes, it is. It's
Jobs?
Apple. No, the movie with I don't think it's Apple. No. Oh, I think it is, dude. What is Mark Zuckerberg? No, Facebook.
Okay.
The social network.
Yeah, social network. That's how it kind of feels
Yeah,
like. Okay,
is.
cool. Now like the dude, what's the Andrew Garfield comes into the room, breaks the damn thing, someone gets out, whatever it is. Now it's like, now we're pumping. Okay, so now like you're seeing all this good stuff of Cold Life. So what's happening now? So like, cause like, dude, you're like with Mark Zuckerberg, like what is it, Mark Wahlberg, and you're seeing all this different shit. So like, tell us like how, like the success of all this shit like led to all that other stuff.
I mean, I'll be honest with you, like the last 24 months since we raised the money has all been somewhat of a blur. There hasn't honestly been that much of like a holy shit, like this is fucking awesome, I'm living the dream like moment, because my business the last 24 months has consumed me so much because of how stressful it's been that, you know, first $1 million month, you'd think, you know, 19-year-old Sam, you know, how I reacted to my first 100K month, like you'd think a 10x from that 5-6 years later, like first 7-figure month, like would be like a holy shit, let's celebrate, like feeling like you're on fucking cloud 9.
Didn't even blink.
Didn't even fucking feel anything. I didn't celebrate worth of fucking shit. I slept like shit probably that night, like just so consumed by it. Because why? Like once I raised the money and all of this like stress and like focus on like building a big legitimate company came into play, it wasn't about my mindset. The last 24 months wasn't like, let's go do $1 million a month and $2 million a month. It was like, how the fuck do we build this into $100 million company?
God damn.
So when I was hit $1 million, our first $1.5 million month, didn't fucking feel anything. We honestly, when we signed with like Mark Wahlberg, that was really cool for like a day or two. And then it was just like, like whatever.
What's next?
All I really cared about openly is about like the money, like the revenue, the sales. And the last 24 months has been like some of the hardest times I've ever been through, because like I said, my business consumed me where I legitimately can't turn my brain off. I went to Europe with my girlfriend for 3 weeks, spent tens of thousands of dollars, was in south of France in Saint-Tropez, fucking having a time, dude, partying, different house, you know, music concerts and shit. Went to Albania, went to fucking Marbella, Spain. Balling out.
Fuck yeah.
Miserable.
Fuck.
On the phone the whole time.
Not even that, just like laying out at the beach at a fucking beach club with bottle service, like crystal clear water. And sure, I took an Instagram story and, you know, looked around or whatever, but the whole time my brain is thinking about Cold Plunge sales, Shopify ads. What have we spent? Why are sales slow? Okay, I'm 5 hours ahead. When the team gets up, I need to send them the miss. Like, okay, blah 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 blah. I mean, it's all day long, dude. All day long. Maybe one day out of 21 days I had like a decent time, and I was oblivious how miserable I was even then, because I was so normalized to it. It's been going on already for 1.5 years, and a lot of that was already, I was already like that a lot before. Because once I started making money, dude, like I'm just thinking, how can I make more? How can I make more? Like I make, you know, paying myself out from the company or a prior company is like a big paycheck. And I'm just like, cool, like see it, you know, plus whatever thousand in my account. And then I'm just like, all right, like how can I get the next check to be bigger? Like it's just always been my obsession.
Fuck.
So yeah, like the last 2 years, dude, like a lot of crazy things have happened. I mean, John Jones, fucking OG in the UFC fucking world, dude. He's got our product. Derek Jeter bought our product. Like all these other celebrities bought our product. They don't get them for free. Like they're customers. Like how fucking cool is that? Seeing on the screen, like all this shit. Canelo, the boxer. I mean, the list goes on. Jake Paul has my product. I mean, anyone you can think of, bro. It's fucking nuts. Like it's nuts. And Gary Brecka has changed our business a ton, not just because of his influence and him being great top of the funnel traffic because he's so credible and knowledgeable, but also just because of how connected he is. He has opened up the doors. We closed Mark Wahlberg at the end of the day because of Gary. Gary introduced us to Mark Wahlberg. We have a collab post. We did a collab post on the day of John Jones' last fight. John Jones X Cold Life, because Gary got John Jones our cold plunge a few months leading up until his fight to recover, and we got to meet John, and John was open to doing a collab post with us because he's a cool dude, and Gary referred us, so the trust factor and all of that stuff. But all these, the list goes on. He's opened up so many fucking doors. And we had a giveaway. He has equity in our company, but it's worth every fucking penny because it separated us from everybody else in our industry. And now we don't only have a public figure, human biologist, fucking Gary Brecka, who changed Dana White and all these people's lives and is up here, but we also have Mr. 4 a.m. Club, the man that literally wakes up and breathes and fucking craves cold plunging, Mark Wahlberg. I mean, one of the biggest actors of all time. He lives a lifestyle, which is super important. He's not just a public figure.
Right.
He fucking, everywhere he is in the world, his team and him make sure, whether he's in Paris, Australia, wherever, a week before he gets to this next destination, whether he's there for 3 days, a day, or a month, he will have a Cold Life Cold Plunge set up, cold, clean, tested, ready to go before he arrives.
Wow.
And he's in that motherfucker 4 a.m. every single morning.
He's a weird ass schedule, dude. It's like fucking like sleep.
I've never met anyone more disciplined in my entire life, bro. Ever. And imagine someone that with that much success. Like he doesn't. That's how he is.
Fuck around.
That's
dude.
why. That's partly why he's so successful, dude. And that fucking discipline, bro. 4 a.m. every morning, brother. Every morning. Now you don't have to get up at 4 a.m. to be successful, but he has to because he's got kids and acting and scripts and this. He goes to bed at 8, 9 o'clock, but he's up no matter what 4 a.m. So crazy stuff's happened, dude. But it's just been since January 1st of this year. I am on a different path of my focus and where my attention is, and it is focusing on my faith.
That's what I was gonna get to.
It's beautiful, bro. It will bring goosebumps to me. It's fucking beautiful. I've always have said I wanted to put God first. Always. I've always said I wanted to put God first.
God bless.
But
I love that.
But I'm saying like my girlfriend, like one of the things that really attracted me to her, outside of her being beautiful, my first Latina woman, we can go all down that road.
Yes, sir.
Welcome to Miami, baby.
Let's go.
Once you go back, you're never going back.
No.
A little toxic, but I'm not gonna lie, I like the toxicness. She brings a lot of spice and keeps me on my toes. But
Let's go.
Away from boredom.
Facts.
But
She would have me pray with her in the mornings, like third or fourth time she had slept over. Like she'd wake up and she's like, "You want to pray with me?" And like, of course, like I grew up Christian. I was like, "Sure." This girl don't pray for 30 seconds.
Latin Catholic,
bro. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 minutes.
Oh my goodness, just going.
And I'm like opening up my eyes, like, she being fucking for real right now? Like,
yeah.
She's just like, and she's good with it. And I was like intimidated by it because I'm like, damn, like when she asked me to pray, like I say the same prayer at my family dinners, like blesses the Lord for these, I guess. But I mean, it's the same like 12-second prayer.
Right.
Fuck.
That got my attention. We started going to church together. And then still, like, on and off, we'd stop. How life happens. We pray to God when we felt like we needed him. And then the January 1st of this year, I was like, I need to actually put God first. So we decided, we're like, once a week, we're going to read the Bible. We've missed, like, a week or two, just being honest. Like, we're not perfect, but we didn't say we're going to read the Bible every day.
Yeah.
We said we're going to do it the best we possibly can.
Of course.
Popcorn reading was my fucking worst thing in high school. I'm the slowest reader of all time. If I can't read a normal book, I'll tell you right now, I feel uncomfortable reading the Bible.
I'm pretty sure.
I can't pronounce any fucking words. I don't understand what any of it says, but the power of that uncomfort, but showing the dedication of me trying to get closer with God, nothing but good has been following. If I can't read the Bible one week, I'm at least praying every day. But I'm praying to him first. And I'm not just praying for myself. I'm praying for others. Beautiful. I called my mom and dad, and I prayed for them on the phone, bro. I've never done anything like that before. God spoke to me. He's just like, listen, call your mom today and pray for her. Wow. And as soon as I started doing that, I was like, I got to pray for my dad, too. And me and my dad have been through a lot. My dad's an amazing father, but we've butted heads quite a lot. But we get along great. We're just not as close because my dad's super serious and like business oriented, and we're very alike. So we don't get along sometimes because of that. Well, I called my mom, prayed for her, went great, felt great. I was like, all right, I'm gonna call dad and pray for dad tomorrow. She's like, he's waiting in the car by himself right now. I'm in the grocery store. I was like, you know what? Fuck it. Call my dad and do it now. Just face my fears. Fucking do it. I bawled crying, bro. Like bawled crying. Prayed for my dad for like a minute or two. That was one of the most beautiful, happy, peaceful days I've had all year so far. Nice. Crazy. I've been to church by myself like 2-3 weeks ago. Crazy. I'm also going over Genesis 1-4, the first 4 fucking chapters in the Bible that I read. I'm understanding what the fuck they're talking about for the first time ever in church.
Creations becomes real.
Bro, it's crazy, dude. But the thing is like I've just been noticing, like, we just had one of the coldest winters this country has ever had in like a decade. It's Mother Nature. It's God. It's out of my control. Mm-hmm. But what does that do? That affects our business. People don't buy cold plunge when it's cold. It goes outside. They don't want to freeze. It goes in their garage.
It's kind of ironic because it's a fucking cold plunge.
Exactly. You'd think, bro, but it's just how it is.
Yeah.
So, but January is always a rough month for our business.
A lot of business. Yep.
But we wouldn't think being 12 months older with more data and less competition and more credibility and more reviews that we would do just as bad as we did last year. We thought we'd do better this January, 12 months older. Same as last year. It's like, what the fuck? Right. Business is bigger. Operating costs are bigger. We lost money last January. We really lost money this January. And it's like, wow, what a great way to start the fucking year.
Right.
But because I have been talking to God and I've been praying and focusing on my relationship, I'm telling you right now, I am less stressed right now than I was last year.
You submitted
all good
to him,
things
brother.
come in time. Yes, all
Crazy,
good things come
bro.
in time.
I love that, dude. And
Crazy.
it's kind of crazy because we've not talked before this, and the whole concept of a person being polite is everything you fucking talked about, but you puzzled in the last part. Because it's like, we're out here, we're in sales. I'm in sales, we're in sales. You're technically in fucking
I'm in
sales.
sales. I'm calling customers when I walk out this door, bro.
Yeah, dude. And it's like this thing where, like, it's like this whole thing, like, our job is so fucking difficult. We have to create something out of nothing that takes a lot of fucking time, takes a lot of attention. It actually takes a lot of your spirit, bro.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
Energy, like, that's physical energy is completely different than your spirit.
Yeah.
And it's just like, where the thing that motivate us, it can be like all this exterior thing. It could be possibly your calling, right? Where you have like this thing that's driving you. Sometimes it happens to be like the materialistic things or just some things that's like these simple things that motivate people. But the thing is I'm trying to get to is like, we happen to get caught up in that, especially when you want to win. Sometimes you are going to possibly have, I don't know if it was like technically a fallout, but like the friction between families, friction between friends, right? But the whole concept that you truly, people forgive you when you win, right, to a certain degree, and simultaneously like that is like, when are you truly going to be able to actually delve within your faith?
Yeah.
Because a person that's fucking polite is effortless. It's a person that happens to live by your nature, truly by your nature. Because when you live truly by your nature, you have an example like this. A person that's skyrocketed all the way to the fucking top.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's just kind of crazy that even through all this, the millions, the cars, the life, Miami, a beautiful wife, right? Soon to be, or wife?
Girlfriend.
Soon to be, hopefully.
She'll be wifey.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's like with all this, it's like maybe it's not something where you possibly took the time by yourself, or maybe God slowed you down on his own, but it's a necessity. It has to happen.
Yeah.
Because again, dude, like not to tone everything down, but like we're not going to be here one day, and we're not going to be able to take everything with us. Cold life is not going to come. Polite's not going to come with me. But it's just like, what is it? The thing that the time that I'm here, I truly do have to go look and seek God.
Yeah.
Because he's out there.
Yeah.
And I was even going to ask you a question, like, do you believe that you're one of God's favorites? I take that you probably do think that to a certain degree because he's just super blessed, bro.
Yeah, I'm super blessed. I don't know why I'm one of his favorites because I've messed up a lot and I've sinned, but he forgives, bro. He forgives, and God closes doors for you that he knows need to be closed, and he opens up new doors that he thinks you need to experience, that new entrance, that new awakening or new opportunity or whatever. And for me, I feel like a big reason for my success, which I'm not there yet, but I'm successful for sure, is just my drive. Like, that's something that God blessed me with for a reason. Everyone has their own strengths, and their own purpose to be here. And I know the type of person that I am. Was put on this planet to build something to impact others and make wealth to share and give back, and not just like for myself. And I know that for a fact because I just bought a 2026 Porsche 911, my dream car, custom spec, fucking all this stuff.
Sounds kind of fun.
It is fun. But like for me, like now that I've been hearing like Tony Robbins' story and other successful people, and they all confess like, I make all this money and I didn't have any like high feeling until I started giving back. until I started, helping others. And like for me, like I've always been that. I'm a host. Like I like hosting people. Like I like to fucking have I like make a badass charcuterie board.
Love it.
Like go the extra, beyond the bartender shaking fucking espresso martinis the whole night.
I love
for
it.
the girls. Like I like to host. Like I'm from Texas. Like my fucking parents are Southern. Like I grew up being a host, polite, nice person. And for me, I'm like, dude, this is how
Wow.
I made it. What I'm getting at is like I could afford my dream car, right? It's almost a $200,000 car. But like for me, it's like, yeah, I love it. It's fun. It's an expensive counselor. Like it's awesome to drive, but like it didn't really like feel like anything. And I know myself, like if I was to go build a fucking school in another country, I would feel something. If I was to go donate to a local fucking community that doesn't have much and make sure they all have a good Christmas, or give back to a kid in need that's birthday it is, that's not 200 grand. It's not 100 grand. It's not even fucking 10 grand. It's not even maybe $1,000, but that's where I'd feel something. And that's what I like. I'm really having this like awakening of is it's not all about chasing the money, like you said, right? Like my girlfriend's so good at this. She just spent fucking $4,000 to go to the Super Bowl by herself. I couldn't go because business comes first right now, and I ain't dropping $4,000 to go see two teams that I don't care for, and also I don't speak Spanish. She does. She wanted to go see Bad Bunny.
There you go.
She said her post got 13 million followers. Bro,
Oh, wow.
for the Super Bowl. It's crazy. She's got like 15,000 followers. It's nuts.
No kidding.
Wow.
Yeah, I'll show y'all when we walk out. But
Sure.
what I'm getting as I'm saying, she's all about living life to like the fullest. Like she's always reminding me, like, be present in the moment, get off your phone. Like she loves to travel, like she likes to experience new things. She hates dinner dates. She wants to go like jump out of a fucking airplane or go ride an ATV in the jungle. Like
Nice.
and that's why I fell for her. We went to Costa Rica our first month together, and I'm used to dating a boring square white chick. They might have some nice lips and some fake boobs and maybe a little figure on the back and a stable family, and come from something cool, but they're just like
Yeah.
flat. Sometimes in bed also
Sure.
Now her, not getting into our sex life, but everything else, I'm saying exciting, doesn't want to sit on the beach, doesn't want to go to the spa, doesn't want to get a fucking facial. She's like, we're going to the jungle, we're going to go whitewater rafting. The next day we're going fucking ATV riding in the jungle as
Every
well.
corner of
And then the
life.
next day we're jumping out of an airplane, and the next morning we're going to learn how to surf. I'm like,
So it sounds like she's like this spontaneous, but simultaneously a woman. She's got that feminine energy that's kind of like calming you down, dude. Like
Yes.
it should really plug it in.
But sometimes I'm so cracked and consumed that I still don't allow her to like pull me over there.
Yeah.
And sometimes you have to say yes, right? No is one of the most powerful
Sure.
fucking words in the vocab, in our vocab. But she this year, really, we've had some really hard conversations, and hard conversations are always so powerful. There's business, family, or relationships or whatever. And as I've also been getting closer with my faith, I've identified that like I can continue to work super, super hard, and I'm not going to be fulfilled. Whether the cold life makes it or not, like you said, the cold life might be here for a few more years or a decade, 2 decades. The goal is to sell it. But what's around the rest of my life? Family, my closest people, memories, laughs, all that stuff. So it's crazy. I get closer with my faith, and I naturally audit my life, and I go, okay, Wednesdays and Fridays after 6 p.m., I'm not working.
Beautiful.
Nice.
Saturdays, not working. Sundays, few hour time block.
So 3 days of Sabbath.
Yeah.
I'm still working from 8
Middle on
a.m. to
Sunday.
6. I'm still working from 8
Right,
a.m. to
right,
6
right.
p.m. But I do consulting too on the side. So I'm running my company. I'm talking to clients. I got a call tonight from 6:30 to 8:30. Like just nonstop. And I'm like, dude, like I'm a better operator when I'm happy. I'm a better operator and leader when I'm rested. I'm a better operator and leader and son, brother, business owner, etc. when me and my girl are good. Like all that stuff. So it's like you can't lose sight on what also is important. And that's what I'm really religiously trying to focus on, bro.
And it's
like,
so beautiful as soon as like you've gotten like this stance of just having God in your life. It's like you're in this position to provide this storytelling of like value. Like for example, like you just said about like giving, like just what you're telling me. Like I'm out here trying to run this polite thing, and I'm trying to fucking do this. Like I've never imagined that I would be able to be in Miami. Like I'm flying out for a pod to go talk to a fucking CMO. Like that's so fucking cool.
Yeah, dude.
Like what you're doing to me.
And it's only pod number 4.
Yeah, I know. Pod number 4. And like what's crazy, bro, is that like what you're giving me is
Bro's
like
gonna be
you're
massive.
showing me that it's fucking possible. Like you're gonna test that it is fucking possible. And like that means so much to me. Like being able to even hear that, and especially like how after all this fucking chaos, And after all these things happening, all this up, down, up, down, up, down, that God was in the picture. And the thing is, like, for them, my journey, it's kind of like simultaneously the same thing, but I've kind of been able to identify through my girl, right? She also happens to be, she's Christian, I'm Muslim, right? And I'm like, why is this girl she has testimonies with God, I have testimonies with God, and it kind of got me in this picture where, like, okay, cool, like, the Hindu, the Buddhist, the Christian, the Muslim, the Judas are all having experience with God. And I'm like, so what's going on here? So it actually led me during the summer to go to church 27 times and not miss a single Sunday.
Wow.
Because I'm not going so I can just go and please this girl. No. I'm like, she has truth. She says she has truth. I'm like, okay, why? Mm-hmm. And dude, I'm in the point where, like, I have a freaking team of 33 guys during the summer, and I go to hit my numbers, and, like, simultaneously I'm finding this important enough to go look into that. And I'm like, bro, I want to go fucking get a land. I want to go live. I want to get a fucking fat house. I want to go do this. I want to go buy my family at home. I want to do all this stuff. And I'm like, dude, this is, like, super intriguing to me. Like, what the fuck's going on? And it led me to, like, read the Bible, have my Bible highlighted. I'm, like, doing this on Sundays. We're reading. We're doing all this shit. And I'm like, okay, cool, bro. Everybody says they have truth. Everybody has truth, right? Because we're all connected to God. But who has full truth? And has it slowed me down? 110%. When it came down to after the summer, I went 3 months, bro, just straight fucking going to become, like, a theologist, right? And I'm not saying everybody needs to do that.
Sure.
But to a certain degree, like, your journey was completely different. My journey happens to be, like, in the midst of the fucking chaos, and I'm out here doing it, which is kind of fucking, sometimes it feels not productive, but to be honest, it's, like, by far been the best fucking thing, because, like, now, through doing that, it's been able to get me so close into my faith and understanding that even during the process, that, like, money's not the fucking thing. No. And, like, is it gonna stop me from
Just
wanting?
a tool.
Is it gonna stop me from having that same aura that you have about, like, need to fucking it? Yeah, yes. But at the same time, as I'm getting there, like, understanding, like, I'm not gonna live of this world. I'm gonna be living for the after.
Yeah.
Because I'm not gonna take anything with me.
Yeah.
And, like, I'm gonna go fucking blow this the fuck up, but simultaneously, I'm gonna do it in the right fucking way.
Yeah, but also you're doing what you love, right?
Yes, bro.
Like I'm saying that's where, like, why are we entrepreneurs in the first place? To have the freedom. But why are entrepreneurs miserable? Because they don't abuse and take advantage of the decision they made to be an entrepreneur, and they're not free.
Yeah.
They're consumed by their business. And the other thing too, right, is being able to be honest with yourself. Wow. Give yourself the hard truth. I look myself in the mirror like 6 months ago and say, it's either I don't care to build a $100 million company, or I'm not capable of building a $100 million company, or I don't want to build a $100 million company. But the conclusion is, I don't care about that anymore. Because what I'm experiencing right now, what it's going to take to do that is not fucking worth it.
Yeah.
It's not.
Yo, zoom out his face when he said that shit.
It's not, bro.
You see the horror in his face.
Reselling his body,
bro,
by the way.
It's not. Because I legitimately have said it in the mirror, looking at my fucking self at like 5:30 in the morning. I'm like,
fuck.
It's not worth it, brother.
Yeah.
It's not worth it. Okay, sure. If I can, if the company gets there, which I think it really can, awesome. But that's not going to be my number one focus.
Then you'd be focused on $1 billion when you get 100 million.
And I've met, especially in Miami, bro, but like, I've been very honored and blessed to be introduced to such high caliber people, right? I've met billionaires, people worth hundreds of millions of dollars. And, you know, we really get to know these people, and, you know, you feel comfortable to have good conversations with them. Or you meet some of them that you don't get close with, but you can just feel their energy and their vibe, bro. Most people with money are miserable. Most are.
Do you identify this, though?
Yes.
This right here, this conversation we're having about God. Like, do you identify that most of the time?
Yes.
Or less of the time, more of the time?
Less of the time.
Less of the time. Interesting.
Yeah. But just in general, bro, like, these people, what I'm getting at are, like, you know, they're running these huge corporations, or, you know, they have all this money, which means, you know, they have a huge yacht and all these real estate and multiple companies and all this stuff, where it's like, how naturally can you fucking turn off, no matter how many fucking CEOs you have on your payroll, to control all of that? It's like, for me, it's like, that's for some people. Some people want that, right? I am not a fucking Jeff Bezos, fucking, you know, Elon Musk, Steve Jobs. Like, I mean, those guys are brilliant. We're all brilliant in our own way. But I had to, like, call myself out and say, like, I can't operate my life anymore by saying I'll be happy once I have a $100 million company. I need to be happy with putting God first, trusting Him, having a relationship with Him, and just allowing life and things to happen, and just enjoying every day and being blessed and grateful for every new day that I get.
Beautiful.
Being just blessed to wake up. Like, I think it was with my girlfriend, we were having this conversation, and she's like, you just need to change. Like, when you wake up every day, just be grateful and blessed. She's like, the way you operate right now is like, you allow how much your business does in revenue day by day to control what type of day you have.
What a valuable lens.
Yeah, because she gets the worst of me. We live together, so she fucking sees it. You know, I come home at 9 p.m. I'm like, hey, babe, what's up? Immediately get on my computer. She's like, and she's a woman. She's like, you know, hello, like, you know, we're going to go on a walk, like, when we talk, like, she always wants a little bit of my attention. That's it. She doesn't crave much. But I'm just like, no, like, AirPods in, fucking, you know, nicotine pouch in. I'm like, I gotta work late. Like, I gotta save my company. That's my boy.
There it is.
But I'm saying, like, it's bad, dude. And now I'm just like realizing, like, today, like right before we came, I went on a walk. It's the little things, bro. It's like my business is gonna fail or succeed if I take 30 minutes off and go on a walk. Leave my phone at home. Go get some fucking sun. Go enjoy some motherfucking nature. Be on your feet. Be active and go fucking
Beautiful.
walk, bro. It's like the little things. Where, like, I'm such a workaholic. Why the fuck am I miserable? It's because I'm not enjoying the life that I'm living. I live in Brickell. I spend $6,000 a month on rent. I got a beautiful corner unit, fat balcony, tons of natural light. I'm walkable. All this beautiful stuff. I'm right by the fucking ocean. I have 2 gym memberships, all dope ass gyms. I have a fucking Porsche. I have a warehouse 20 minutes away. I know people everywhere. I play paddle. I'm active. All this stuff, and I'm miserable. Why? Because I don't fucking enjoy even where I live. I don't enjoy my day. All I do is work and stare at the screen. It's like, what the fuck, bro? It's like, dude, you could take a Saturday off. You know why? Because you build a company, you have a fucking team.
Nice.
For a reason. You have a good team. Let the team fucking do their job. The company's not going to fall apart if you don't fucking look at your phone or the ad account for a single day. The sales are the same. The bad information, the bad things that happen are the same. You don't create the bad things to happen by you working more. They just happen. So it's like, chill the fuck out. That's why I literally have to remind myself every fucking day. I'm like, chill the fuck out, dude. Yes, we had a bad month. It's okay. You've been through this before. It's just bigger numbers now because we're operating at a higher level. It's the same thing. It's just money.
Now, with the testimony
ratio,
of God that
yeah.
you've had, that's pretty recent, right?
Yeah.
About like 2 months?
Yeah, about 2 months.
Which is very interesting, which you aligned to have this podcast right now.
Yeah.
But my question is, bro, is that through these experiences you've had, do you feel like that you've seen through the fruits of release and not being attached? Have you seen any results with that of just releasing it to God and just letting it do its thing?
Yeah. And he's been, I feel like it's happening for a reason too. And he's doing it is a lot more challenging things more frequently have been appearing this year since I've been getting close with him, where I'm like, is he trying to just get this shit out of the way?
Stronger soldier.
Literally. I'm like, is he just trying to build me up as fast as he fucking can, more of a fucking soldier to fucking crush this year? Like, is he
more
just getting,
callous?
is he just getting it all out of the way?
Yeah.
Because I'm not kidding you. Like, as soon as I open up my fucking phone, you've probably been hearing it. My phone has been going off since we've sat down. It's a fucking 3 or 4 o'clock on a Tuesday. I'm going to have to put out multiple fires as soon as I get out my phone. Like, it is nonstop right now. And it's never like this. It's just thing after thing after thing after thing. It's nonstop. It's never been like this. We're the same size right now as we were 3, 4, 5 months ago. We were doing more in revenue 3, 4, 5 months ago. But why are more problems happening now? It's weird. Even with my girl, we've been having some challenging things happening. You know, her finding something from 12 months ago on my phone that wasn't even a bad thing, but started a conversation which started her to leave for a few days, and then it humbled me. Made me sit in my thoughts alone for the first time in like 2 years. My girl wasn't at home. Like, she was in the area, but she went to stay with a friend. She's like, I need fucking space. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, took her for granted, got comfortable with her. Didn't realize how bad I've been treating her. Didn't realize how horrible of a partner I've been. I got humbled. Like, what are the fucking odds? She goes on my phone and looks at my Instagram story, and a girl I used to hook up with liked my fucking story, and she goes in the DMs and see all this weird shit. Never happened before. God made that shit happen for a reason.
100%, bro.
Absolutely.
He put me in my fucking place, bro.
Yes.
Yep.
And I appreciate you being so fucking open, dude. Like, straight up. Like,
Yeah.
it's such fucking relatable shit. It's like, dude, you're this motherfucking dude, but you're just... It's just... I really appreciate you, bro. It's really big.
Yeah.
But you know what's
Dude,
crazy,
dude.
though, bro? You know, everything that's happening to you right now, especially how you're saying, like, in the month of January, whatever you want to call it, all these things are happening, you asked for that.
Yeah.
Because again, like, dude, when people start looking at failures like, oh, I'm failing, no, that's literally just a part of the fucking process, dude.
Part of the story, bro.
It's literally a part of the process. And once you identify that and you stop being fucking a pick me, like, oh, why me, why me, why me? You start to realize that I literally need to fall to realize I don't need to, I have to
more of this shit.
I need to walk with a limp, bro, in order to get to the other side.
Yep.
Like, that's literally what is needed to get to the other side. And like, you know what's nuts, bro? Is like, I know for a fact that you want this fucking thing to fucking explode. But maybe the version of you that was 2 months before, or whatever it is not the person that's going to be able to equate to that thing that you want.
Yep. Facts.
And then probably that dude, that future version of you that you probably romanticize about, maybe he's a little bit more detached.
Yeah.
He just fucking operates in a different way. And it's all these specific things that are happening. You just have to trust. Just let it go.
Yeah.
And then when you just start to detach and just let things just slide through, and you still got that fucking aura of you being like this go-getter, create something out of nothing mentality, which you happen to have, align that together, equates to that thing that you want.
Facts.
But the problem is, like, when people want to do something big and they want to go obtain the big, they have like this thing where, you know, I gotta go get it, and then when one thing happens wrong, it's like, oh, they just feel like it's all like just I'm just not meant to do anything, and like, why me? And all, it's just like, it's just fucking nuts.
Yeah.
But dude, we're wrapping this up. And goddamn, bro, you are fucking dope as fuck. Brother, you are polite. This guy's fucking effortless. He's doing it.
Yeah.
You're living it up. Here's what I always like to end it off with. And it's, I love so much that you brought up the fact that you've just been closer with God and whatnot. I don't know if you know many scriptures, but you can give me a quote or something that you want to just give out to the viewers that would just stick with anybody. I want you to kind of think about, you're talking about your younger self was watching this, and if you can give them a quote that would stick with them to get through their journey and win.
This is probably super cliche, but this is something that I don't think people truthfully take seriously. It is as simple as, I've heard it 1,000 times and I finally obeyed it, and that's when all this changed. Put God first, bro. That's all I can literally say. There's no quote scripture. I'm new on my Christian journey. Like, I'm getting there. I know some scriptures, not a lot. But to keep it simple, and simple is powerful, don't get it twisted or overcomplicate it. I never genuinely and truthfully put God first. Like I said, I would legitimately only seek for God and put him first when I needed him. I pray before I eat my breakfast. I pray before I start my day. That's putting God first every day. Him first before I start my day and operate and go on, leave the house, eat my first bite of food for the day. Every day put him first, whether it's a good day or a bad day as well. And it's not me just saying, God, help me build a $100 million company. It's like, God, look after my employees, their kids, you know, make sure they're safe today. Look after all of their health. Look after my parents looking for their new home. Look after, you know, my dad's employees for his company, my brother, my sister, my girlfriend, her parents, like, blah, blah, blah. I'm speaking almost about other people more than myself. And I'm rarely telling him and communicating what I used to, which is like, help me. I'm just putting it in his hands, putting him first. God, you know the way, do your thing. You know I'm going through a lot right now, and I feel like part of it is your doing, which it probably is. Gosh darn it. But thank you. I know you're doing this for a reason. You're building me into the man that you put me here to be, and I'm trusting you. Putting him first, bro.
God damn it.
Yeah.
I feel like we should do a quick prayer. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Dear God, thank you for this pod. Thank you for aligning us in the right position and give us the gadgets that are needed in order for us to fulfill our mission, to fulfill our purpose. We ask you to bless the people around us, to bless us viewers, to bless the cold life, the best polite, bless Matty Ice, bless Sam, bless Nor, and to bless all the people that are inspiring to do the big. And we pray that everybody can live by their spirit, to live politely, and to soon, hopefully, jump in a cold life. Amen.
Amen.
Thank you, bro, so much. And thank
Appreciate
you for
you guys,
hopping on as
bro.
well, Matty Ice.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Do you have
Let's
anything
go,
to say, Matty?
Wow. The key to living is giving.
And I'm going to say my quote. The key to living is copping a cold life, which will be in the link in the below. Cop the boys stuff. Go through the stuff. I don't know if there's going to be like, if you're going to give us a little discount or something. Okay, cool. We just got a little affiliate discount. Just put it in there.
Polite. We'll make it polite.
Boom. Just literally type in polite. You'll be able to
Polite the
get
code.
yourself a cold life. If you guys are knocking the summer, keep this in mind, boys. You as a leader should be giving your guys the opportunity for them to do something hard. So it's like giving your guys, like maybe it's something where you just make them run every once in a week. And it'll be kind of cool to motivate them that after the run, hey, we got this cold life freaking
Clayton did that. Clayton did that with one of mine. Yeah.
And it's like super cool. Give them a challenge to do. And again, as we said, the thing's expensive, but you're getting quality and you're going to get something that'll last you a few summers, multiple summers, probably a freaking lifetime. Yeah. But again, dude, get you something so dope. Cold Life right here. Support the freaking guy. And again, we're just signing out, bro.
Let's go.
Or let me do it one more time.
Boom. Let's go, bro.
Holy
That was great, bro.
That was fucking sick.
Yeah, we're good, bro.
I said I could take you somewhere, anywhere you want.